That is the song title. That is the song title.
Nice in the video.
Oh yes, very pretty, very pretty.
That's all you saw.
They brought them for me to ignore them.
Sorry.
Black Beauty.
Welcome to the big conversation this lovely Tuesday morning. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back in the conversation on another osteochondrosis Tuesday.
Under the auspices of
Doc is here with us.
And Professor Cyril.
Yes, Prof. Thank you.
Department of Sexology.
So, we were just telling Doc that we will be talking about porn addiction in one of our episodes. I don't know if you'll be on leave.
I want to listen at home.
Before you scatter the show.
No, but it's quite interesting because if you look at the numbers, that are,
My S videos is still number 3, or it's too early.
We can check. I don't know. Can you just check the updates to see where?
Yeah, I'm on air.
Let me see what is the most viewed X-rated website in Ghana currently. Yes, most viewed X-rated websites in Ghana. It's very important that we discuss this later on. Most viewed. Hold on a second. I just want to confirm that with our viewers. Yes, in Ghana. Let's see. Okay, so oh wow. Top ranking. Wow.
Drum roll, please.
Wow.
This exam score.
Wow. Oh my days. Oh wait.
What has happened?
They zoom into my Well, currently I think
sex videos.
Well, it's between.
Bro, the things catch your mouth.
Yes. I don't want to mention the websites before little kids jump on to want to go and check out. But it's quite important for us.
What
to
does it
discuss
start
this
with?
X and P. It's quite interesting because we're having a conversation this morning about the current lifestyles of younger people, and Cyril's back end on his is it menstrual app?
Pharmacy app.
Yeah, pharmacy app. I thought it was menstrual app. On his pharmacy app, shows that there is a lot of like you said last time, there are a lot of people who have been buying these emergency contraceptive pills. Young people that are buying clearly means that sexual activity has really gone up. What has caused the increment, we don't know, but that one we'll find out. If it's economic activities that's getting people to find ways to de-stress, that's one. If it's become a current trend, that's number 2. But as we sit in here today, 20th February, X and P, these websites have become very most watched currently in Ghana. So we will take it up on the. Are you still searching for that?
No.
Anyway, so that'll be another conversation there, just to whet your appetite. But before we jump into today's conversation, I want to get Doc's mind on Doc and Olele. I want to get your mind on this because Olele doesn't play with his Sundays. Yeah. Olele does not play with his Sundays. He's part of the media team in his church.
Yep.
ICGC.
Action
Chapel. Yes, and he doesn't play with God. That is why I want to ask you this question, Olele, real quickly, and I also take your mind on it, Doc, for the next 10 minutes. Would you advise younger people on abstinence from sex before marriage, or that your Christian values can go on hold for the meantime?
Wow.
We've answered ours, so please.
Wow, that's
wait, you answered yours?
How?
Yes.
Wait,
He says. Lenny says. Lenny
Okay.
says that she would allow. She's not going to now come and advise anybody on abstinence, but she wants to encourage.
Media team.
Yeah.
I mean,
Which one is speaking now, Junior or Shatta?
Who is speaking now? Emmanuel or Olele?
Or Deep Truth.
Or Deep Truth.
wow. Okay, so Bible says sex before marriage is a sin.
Yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
First Corinthians.
So per our faith, right? If you do that, you have sinned, right?
Yes.
Okay. In heaven, there's no small sin and there's no big sin. You understand? So if you are in a place where you don't have the spirit of self-control and you cannot take care of yourself,
it's been 9 years
strong, I wish you all the best.
So I wish
you the message of God that if you fall into if you fall into sin, you would come back and then you would.
I know members of Action Chapel are watching.
Yes,
and you say representation.
So sex before marriage is a sin. Personally,
We did not ask what it was, so I
But-
said you,
yeah. Personally, I wouldn't. Personally, I'll abstain. Personally,
Charlie. Okay,
Yeah.
this is what you would do.
personally, I will abstain. Apart from the fact
Personally,
that
you want
it's my faith, that's what my faith teaches me. I have personal reasons for abstaining.
So personally, you have. This is Olele.
Yes, no, this is Emmanuel Olele, whatever. Yeah.
Oh.
And my
It's hard though. It's not easy, dog.
yeah. No, it's because I found ways to.
Shake me. Well done.
I found ways to substitute.
Don't shake
you
him
know.
too hard.
Oh.
Oh,
Hey!
Oh.
No, hey.
That's why the website is gold.
No. No, listen. When I say
yeah,
I
you
found
have to be
ways-
clear about that. I was not
Yeah.
Well, all of a sudden, because of the first topic
No,
we were
no,
talking
no.
about,
when I say I
So-
found ways to substitute that,
Yeah.
so when you get horny and you want to misbehave,
Yes.
first thing I do is I take a walk. Okay, I
This,
either
this headline a good trend.
I take a walk.
Hey, all the people that follow Olele this morning. Take that first caption, that first
take,
bag.
I take a walk.
Anytime I'm horny,
I'm
I
either
take a
listening.
walk.
Yeah, anytime you know you feel like doing something.
Walker, Texas Ranger.
Johnny Walker.
Yeah, I take a walk. and
Then
I'm
do
listening
I
to-
walk through the valley of the shadow of death.
Yeah, I take a walk and I'm there listening to
music.
my favorite podcast. I'm listening to music, or
Uh-huh.
I'm listening to a sermon.
yeah, that
You
helps.
know, and I just take anytime, any day. If
How
if I'm
often is this? 10 times a day?
oh no,
There's
no,
still
no, no.
blood in your brain to listen to audio.
See, man.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I take
Tell who born you?
Oh, my father born me. My mother
And
pregnant now.
yeah, like when the blood is rushed down somewhere also.
Hey, how much blood do you have? You dey walk and they use blood. Your hands they pump blood to your legs.
Sometimes I even use that to exercise.
Hey,
Yeah,
So
I
he's
use the-
reversing the cycle. He's
Yeah.
pulling blood from that place
Yeah,
somewhere
I
else.
use it to push up or push some weights.
But how often a day? You haven't answered that.
How often a day? Oh, I don't know how many times you get.
Let me
horny a
explain
day?
this
They
when I greet him and I say,
no,
"Good
no.
morning."
I think it's I've been able to train the mind to not focus on things.
It's
things
practice.
like
It's
that.
just
So-
training.
And I didn't just arrive at this point.
So
It took some time for
Cyril,
me to-
basically, if
Praise
Lenny
the
is to
Lord.
date Olele, it's be a problem. That is all we ask.
no, or we might see Olele walking in the area.
No, but yeah, I don't do. I know this is a just vibe conversation, but
Yeah.
all the relations I've been in,
bro.
I've not built it around sex.
Bro.
Okay.
You-
You've not built it around
bro.
sex,
Yeah,
but
like
Bro.
I said, you don't
Bro.
need sex.
Of course.
Oh, and deep throat, tell me.
but you don't need sex
If
for
you-
any
if
relationship.
like you
to
buy
survive.
it,
No,
Why-
it
why-
started like
why-
this.
why-
If
why-
it started like
why-
that, not force apart.
Olele,
You don't know
if
why
you
it's
be
going on.
Olele,
Yeah.
Sex.
hey,
Force apart quickly.
Olele, if
Yeah.
you be my artist, this be the time I go send you message say shut up. Okay? If like
all
they
business.
watch you in the other
It's
room,
all
when you be
business.
my artist, this be the time I go text you quickly say
You know,
hey,
you have to empower the youth.
Kawanu
You have
Tum.
to empower the youth.
Doc, what about you?
But I just
Religion?
saw some alarming start too, so after we'll look at it.
Look at
Very
that.
alarming. No,
We have
like,
2 more
Then I
minutes.
should put
on
on-
that.
Yeah,
No,
so
there's-
let me
and
quickly
let
let
me
me
cry, more alarming.
put it together.
If Debbie will put it up.
If you use religion, it's wrong. If you use religion, it's wrong. If you use medical,
Hey.
there's so many aspects of it that we say there are risks involved with sex, especially if you can't trust your partner and all that. All that criteria is there. But in the essence that you've already done it, some people had sex by no fault of theirs. Some were raped, some were introduced at a young age and all that. So there's little foundations of it.
Yeah.
Sex is not bad. It's not a bad thing.
It's in the crack run,
Nobody.
they
The crack run is say, I have done it.
You also
Unfortunately,
walk.
unfortunately, my first time was with a white person.
Wow.
Oh.
Dog, Uber Continental.
No, I was in school. I was in med school. So yeah, I was in med school.
Chinese.
So.
Hey,
Yeah, I've not said the crack crowd.
and it is true what we hear about medical students.
Oh, American students.
No, but then if
Kolebu hard to say.
yeah.
So who's at home? Kwana,
Really?
Mo chimojana mo
Really?
girl.
Yeah, but you need to understand that. I mean,
your boy-
no, but Lenny there, she's abstaining till.
No, hey.
Yeah, but
No,
as
because
I said,
asking-
I'm abstaining.
asking- yeah.
I'm
Nah,
abstaining.
nah,
I'm
she's
saying.
Asking a very important question.
What did she ask?
We need to find the cardinal point.
No, not at all. Not
What
at all.
question did she ask?
Far from that.
It's
When he
alright.
said a medical school, I just said really. So he's asking if,
He's in that field.
yeah, and I'm saying no.
Yeah,
I can see it as
Anyway.
the true information as
Anyway,
Not at
well,
all.
that was just by the side, but
that's just by the way.
but Doc, congratulations. I mean, international appeal. relationships and
exchange program.
exchange programs. I mean, sometimes you want to widen your network and see where
broaden your scope.
Broaden your scope. Sometimes you see when Easter people don't like buying the local fowl. We want to they buy this in foreign brands, and that's why we are talking about junk food this morning. Yeah. We are bringing to junk food. The foreign meals that you've been eating, those prepared ones that we learned. In our local setting, we were eating a lot of fufu and pc. I don't know whether that's gonna be junk in it, but there's some interesting questions I want to ask this morning about junk food. So we are talking about junk food and its side effects this morning on the show, and you see how we brought it from intimacy all the way to junk food. There are some things you are eating that is junk food, if you understand. So cautioning you to stop eating those. Pardon?
I said Debbie is being racist.
Yes.
Because I sent something about junk food and she doesn't want to put it up.
Oh, okay.
It's the junkiest food you can eat. It's the most devastating junk food in the world.
So Cyril, are you sure?
I'm sure.
Rated 18. Okay. Okay.
It's very alarming junk food.
Okay, maybe we can just use that as a preamble.
That's the tip of the issue.
Yes, the tip of the issue. Yeah. As a preamble, real quickly. And when we come back, we are just been talking about junk food and its side effects. Let's check it out.
Ghana has been identified as one of the leading countries in the world with the fastest rate of new HIV infections in the world. That's not all. Latest statistics also reveal that over 45,000 young people between the ages of 15 and 24 are HIV positive, with females accounting for 80% of the infections. This development poses a huge risk to Ghana's quest to have an HIV-free status. Director General of the Ghana AIDS. Ghana has been identified.
Well, that's credit to Joy News on that video. So that's kind of an alarming video. But so when we delve
junk food,
junk food, when we delve deeper into on another Tuesday, when we delve deeper. My brother.
Yes.
We delve deeper, my brother.
First, no, say about my issue, the tip. After I say we'll delve deeper.
Yes.
When we come to the conclusion,
what they refer to as no, let me. It's just 9:17. Anyway, Doc. So welcome to the show.
Yes.
17 minutes past gone already, and we haven't said much. But let's get into deeper conversations. Foreplay. We're talking junk food in itself. What is junk food? Because for what we've come to understand, it is the one we buy when you go to the fast food joints and you buy and you just eat and then you go. But maybe there's another understanding to it. So if you can break it down for us.
Okay, so basically junk food. The other word is called optional food.
Oh.
Or discretionary food.
Oh.
But the characteristics of it is that it's high in fat content, high calorie content, high sugar content, high salt content, but low nutritional value. That's junk food.
But how can fat, protein and all those other things in high quantity be of low nutritional value?
Okay, so in the sense that let's take any junk food. Which one should we take? Let's take fries.
Okay, yeah.
Fries is carbohydrate at best. So carbohydrate we know is supposed to provide you with energy. But in the way which we deep fry it, fries are deep fried. The oil is reused and all that. So all the nutritional value, by the time you take the fries out of it, is gone. All you have is bad fat, what is called LDL. It's bad fat in the sense that kind of fat, it takes time for you to burn it. Those are the ones that are stored in your blood vessels and they go and clog things and all that. Those are the good fat is the one that you see like on your skin, that one you can work out and then you burn it out. Now, so that's basically it. And then fries doesn't also come alone with the fat, it comes with salt, sodium, a lot. So you have a lot of salt with the fries, and the more salt, I realize people like sprinkling more salt in their fries and all that. So the more, and funny enough, junk food has so much appeal the way it is. You can make it worse than the way it is.
Yes.
Our daily dose, let's say calories, for example. World Health Organization's ranking, every day you need about 1,300 calories.
Okay.
A slice of pizza, it's about 680.
Wait, can you take that again, please?
So,
we need
our daily dose of calories.
1,300, so that's 1,300.
1,300.
Okay.
So 1,300. A slice of pizza is 680.
So
we don't eat one.
Yeah,
just a slice.
Just a slice.
Medium, large, or small?
That's
The large. That's a large pizza.
Large pizza.
That's a large pizza.
Does it depend on the ingredients? Like what you're
No, what
you're
I'm trying to say
taking
is
with
that pizza is soft. There are some people who make pizza really well. It's healthy. Italians make it really healthy because you have your bread, then you have your vegetables, and some are really healthy. But
Italian
some-
pizza, the dough is like
Thin.
2 millimeters, so
Yeah.
not our own that comes with the sugar bread.
You get it? I think we are copying and we are just making it worse.
Please,
Abodo.
that term, that
Hello,
terminology,
said you want
calories,
extra dough.
that terminology, calories, references, means, break it down for.
Okay.
Yeah.
So calories, simpler terms, is what your body is built on, energy,
Yeah.
right? The amount of calories you need to run a stairs, the amount of calories you burn having sex, the amount of calories you do even
point you.
kissing and all that. So if they are telling you that this is how much you need for a day, and then you go beyond it, the rest of it is stored somewhere. It has to be kept somewhere
Yes.
as fat. So it stores it as fat. Now you take too much salt. The salt has a limit. You're supposed to take about, I think, if I'm not wrong, sugar is about 6 teaspoons for women, 7 teaspoons for men. Coke, that's about 6 cubes of sugar, 5 cubes of sugar, give or take. Coke has 8. That's a bottle of Coke, 300 ml.
But people doubt the not to speak to brands, but people doubt now they have zero Coke, zero Sprite, and all that thing.
A lie. All be lie.
It's all branding, it's advertising and all that.
Oh,
Not to speak on
lie.
anybody's product, but even footballers don't even drink Coke. Some don't drink Coke because they know what it does. And the sugar rush. Have you seen a kid on Coke?
Yep, sugar spike.
Or let's use fizzy drinks for.
Yeah, fizzy drinks,
Yeah.
soda, and all that fizzy drinks. The sugar content is so high. That's what makes us keep drinking. If you take any drink, let's take Coke and we take the sugar out. Have you drank Coke that's it's been frozen before?
Yes.
Let's say it's
With
frozen
ice.
and then you drink. As it's melting, you are drinking. It's
Yeah.
sugarier. It's more sugary when you are drinking that way. But after
Right.
you leave the ice for it to melt, after you've drunk your other bit of it,
Yeah.
have you tasted it before?
Yes.
It's not tasty at all. It's
So
like
these
it's
fizzy,
basically plain water.
fizzy drinks, are they? There are no,
Nutritional benefit.
no legal
Ways around it.
around
Some
it, like,
countries have found ways to make them reduce the amount of sugar in it. That's how come the lights and the zeros came about. Because there were research done saying that this thing is causing diabetes, type 2 diabetes, which we'll talk about later on, like the effects of some of these foods on our health and all that. Look at how many people, years ago, how many people were obese in Ghana?
Yeah, now there's.
It's just been a spike, a huge spike. And young people, right now, when you talk about relationships, we always talk about relationships here. Let's talk about relationships. When somebody is visiting you and you tell, what's the first thing the person wants to order?
Fizzy drink,
Fizzy drink,
not water.
not water.
Yeah, a few years
Traditionally,
ago,
it was
in
water.
in the calabash. If you feel cry, you drink in calabash.
Yeah,
The
so
cool, the coolants, is it cool or whatever? Is it what they
Yeah.
call? They call it something.
the pot,
Is it cool? They used to call it.
cooler.
The God,
this is a god, clay pot. Oh,
yeah, those
Yeah.
things.
there-
Yeah,
There's a
yeah.
tree name
And
for
it
it.
was in
though.
the corner.
Yeah,
It was
A corner,
always in the
yeah,
corner.
and it's always cold.
Yeah. No, they call it.
No, there's
they
a
call
name
it
for
something.
it,
There's a
yeah.
name for it. Yeah, and he also had some leaves on it, right?
Some carry with leaves, some carry with this 5 plate, aluminium
Yeah.
plate
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
But they used to burn, I think, palm. There's this palm, the flower or something. They burn it into the pot to give it that flavor.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So we've transitioned a lot from those times when you go to a party as a kid. The Coke bottle is one. They pour it bit by bit into
For
everybody's
everyone.
cup. Now a kid drinks one and says it's not enough.
Yeah,
Oh,
the fizzy drinks are being shared. It's now one per. Yeah. And
Enjoy
everybody
with an
use-
all new 1.5 liter.
that's really.
No.
So we are having our children coming with us
Yeah.
with
Drink
conditions
now,
that
die
we expected
later.
to adults. Diabetes in kids. You're having hypertension in young adults, 25 with hypertension. How do you get it? So much sodium every day. There's the powder stuff they pour on food. Them MSGs. Right now it's in everything. Traditionally, you boil your plantain, you
which
put your
I'm coming
palm.
to now. So, but all these other local, meals like heavy fufu, krante, and all those things, aren't they also junk in any way, or because they are not processed?
The processing.
Okay.
The processing. Let
Because
me use
palm nut
an example of a sandwich.
Yeah.
So what's the difference between you taking a burger or let's say Starbucks. This is not Starbucks. Subway
Yes, Subway.
sandwich, and then the one you make at home. What's the difference?
The processing, the extent of the processing.
Yes, but there's one common denominator: processed meat. Processed meat contains about 1,200 sodium points in there. So as long as you do the sandwich at home and you add coleslaw, is it coleslaw? What's that thing? The meat, salami. No, salami.
What salad cream? What?
The meat, that round meat, the rounded
Shawarma.
meat. It's like it's a round meat that people slice.
What pepperoni? What?
Yeah, like there are these chunks of meat you go to malls you
It's
can
the
buy.
biryani.
They come like wrapped in
Yeah,
this
yeah.
plastic. It's not a sausage, but it's huge.
Yeah,
Ham rolls.
Yeah, it's ham rolls
Yeah.
or like minced meat and all that. You know, you slice a bit of it,
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
put in your sandwich and you add your vegetables. Yeah, you are getting your
The
nutrients.
way you
but
are even saying this, this is after me black.
Yeah, so
you get it. Go back.
No, but you know, Doc, to be fair, eating healthy meals
It's expensive.
It's very expensive.
It's very expensive.
Very expensive. Today I was asking how much a kilo of chicken cost.
You know what?
So I can grill it for healthy living. You know,
If you are
even
healthy, what would
cucumbers
the-
and the likes.
If you are
know,
healthy, what would the
cabbages and-
pharmaceutical industry do?
Make.
You say
If you are healthy,
that is
who
their
will
problem.
sell you cholesterol medicine?
That is their problem.
So everybody's feeding off something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Everybody's feeding off something.
But
So the money there you pay, or you either use it to buy medicine or use it to buy healthy food.
So I made reference to like palm nuts and stuff. You know,
Let's
soup
talk about that. Let's
yeah,
talk about
which
that. Let's
got
talk about
oil. Some of our
look at the
meals-
time. Look at the times we ate those foods. Well, let me use my dad, my stepdad. My stepdad moved from Eastern region, got a job in Ashanti region, right? So just imagine he's going to change from eating plantain and yam in the other side to the fufu. The man used to eat fufu like 3 times a day. If you see his physique, he has 6 packs.
Why I said dying?
He's retired. He has 6 packs.
Fufu every day. How do y'all do that, man?
It's just versions of it. Cocoyam, yam,
okay.
yeah, like varieties to it. And his soup was always the same, no tin tomatoes.
But isn't a person's metabolism also a contributing
Part of it. They
factor
contribute factor to these things.
Yeah.
But no matter how good you can be very thin and you have a high metabolism where you eat and it doesn't show per se. It doesn't show. But in your system, it's storing that fat in your blood vessels and your cholesterol is high. He knows. There are slim people who have higher cholesterol than people who are actually obese.
Oh yeah, I mean, fat doesn't mean if you are fat or big or obese.
Doesn't
Doesn't
mean-
mean you are,
yes, you are
healthy.
you are
And then
healthy,
if you are slimmer than a fatter, like
Doesn't
someone
mean
who is
you are
bigger,
healthy.
a slimmer
We
person is not a
confuse
healthy person.
The
Size.
visual appeal for
Yeah,
health.
yeah, which is not the case.
So, our palm nut soup, let's use how it's made. The components of it. You get a palm, right?
Yeah.
Fiber. You get fiber in there. So your fiber is already there. You are getting your fats and oils. But these are natural fats and oils. They're not processed.
Okay.
This is naturally occurring fats and oils. So your body finds it easier to break those down because nobody has added anything to or broken the chemical chain of it. Then you're talking about the fish, dried smoked fish. No oil there. Right? No seasoning there. So everything that went into that palm nut soup is basically nothing has been added. It's all the garlic and ginger. Everything is in its natural state. It's just been applied heat. And do you know that if you use rock salt to
Okay.
cook, right, or traditional rock salt to
Yeah.
cook, and then use the processed one, the fine salt and all that to cook, the more you keep, when you eat the food, those 2 foods the following day, one is saltier than the other, but you didn't really add any more salt. How is it so?
Which one is saltier, please?
The processed.
Have you tried both before?
No, I haven't.
What do you take now?
I use the iodinated,
Okay.
not the granulated.
Is
I
it
mean,
saltier as you are the following day?
Are they cheese
I've
one,
not
chili
done.
bean,
Yeah, I've not
pepper?
done that
Yes.
comparison with the granulated.
Yeah,
so
the
I won't be
granulated,
able to-
salt
No,
doesn't
but when
get
you
saltier.
heat things, they're like 2 days after, a day after is salty.
Even when you keep it in the fridge
Yeah.
and you bring out, it's like, see if the food is saltier than actually how you prepared it.
It also adds to the phenomenon people used to think that day-old food
It's nicer.
with pap.
Yes.
How about
Right.
brown sugar?
Brown sugar is
Fraud.
good. It's flawed, but it's on the rankings of sugars that are good. It's like 7th, I think. Brown sugar is like 7th.
7th.
Yeah.
When you say
When you
fraud,
say-
as it's
yeah.
Fraud,
that one-
fraud.
fraud.
Yeah, the conception that don't eat white, eat brown is better.
Yeah,
It's this.
because
Because I just
But
bought
but
white
I think
sugar.
I think 7th brown sugar is like 7th and white sugar is 8th.
Yeah.
Ah,
The
The
misconception
best,
that
the best sugar actually at the top is like maple syrup.
Yeah.
How about honey?
honey's at number 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
so
Honey is
you
number one.
replace Sugar.
So there
Brown
should
or
be
white,
there
so
should be no
replacing-
sugar in your vocabulary. It should be honey.
Sugar, there should be, because all of them, it should be honey.
But even the honey these days that we are
sugar.
getting.
Oh, that, you see where
Yeah.
that's why you say that's why you say it's expensive.
Yeah, the honey these days you are
But
getting
the funny thing is that those who live in the less developed places,
Yeah.
forget Accra,
remote
Kumasi,
areas,
place,
yeah.
they are, if you check their BPs, you check their health zone, their markets are so good.
Yeah.
So you should relocate to the villages.
They are
huh?
eating the organic stuff.
You should
You
relocate
realize
to
that,
the.
you realize white people, even in movies, if you
village
travel a
mindset.
bit, you
Village
realize that
mindset.
they like going back. They spend like Monday, Friday in New York, then weekend they fly back outside the city.
Well, we just got some trains, so hopefully we'll be
Hopefully we'll be able
relocating
to
to
do
the-
those things.
Yeah.
Because a friend lived in the north, she was quite big, she was trying to lose weight and everything, and she got transferred to the north for work. When we saw her now,
Last week.
she's lost weight. She said there's no church there, it's motorbikes. You know, everybody has a motorbike. And either you walk
And the color is baby.
and the heat and their food there
Let
is
it
so
burn.
their food is so rich. It's natural. Like
And
the
healthy.
meat is smoked.
Right.
Like they use a lot of this the green stuff for tozafi and all that.
So
You
they
see,
don't
all
sell
leaves,
like-
the leaves.
So chefua and things there.
Oh, you buy meat 5 cents over there, you can't even eat it.
Doc, now that you mentioned the north, you were talking about oils, right? People use shea butter for cooking. How is that as well? What would you say?
Naturally
about
occurring oil, that is also good. But
that?
every-
Not overly processed shea, but like just the regular.
the extracted, just extracted. Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
That's good because my belief is that the more natural it is that goes into your body, the more natural it is that it will come out.
Okay.
So we have a high, we have a rise in numbers of people who have piles now and constipation, especially in women and young kids, because there's no fiber in our food anymore. Take a normal burger, Coke, fries. Where's the fiber? Pizza, where's the fiber? Indomie, where's the fiber? These days, if you Indomie, you're making things, you're adding more cabbage and stuff. You put there, I don't want cabbage. People actually get rid of fiber from their food. We are getting rid of fiber from our food. Wache. We were talking about wache and wake and is
Wake.
basically rice and beans, right?
Yeah, rice and beans.
Beans is protein, plant protein, which is really good. Rice, carbohydrate there. We have your gari, carbohydrate. Because they mix it with oil,
Starch,
the
starch,
shit oil, so you
starch.
have your starch. So
Yeah.
that's carbohydrates will come in there. Then you have your macaroni or talia or whatever they will put it. That's also carbohydrate.
90 amino acids.
So it's
But
watching good or bad?
I'm getting to the part that gets good. Salad. It's dry, no dressing.
Right.
No mayonnaise, no nothing.
additives, yeah.
No additives.
Degraded.
Plain in its own state. So that's your micronutrients right there.
Open mix salad and
Open mixed salad. Then we've added almost like we changed our
mayonnaise,
recipe.
you
You start changing it.
Then we come to our proteins. Supposed protein, really nothing.
Yes, I'm
Zero.
sure it has nothing.
Let's
Zero.
discuss this. So Wale is fast food.
Oh, Wale is leather basically.
I know. I'm saying Wale is fast food.
You can't
because
count Wale as
he-
fast food
No, I'm
because-
saying we don't get anything from it.
No, but fast food you get something.
Okay, so Wale.
This one you get nothing, zero.
So let's discuss this Wale phenomenon because
Wale is
Wale the jump.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
plantation.
it's like eating kotoje. Supposed kotoje, cartilage and tendons, and it's so
Yeah.
nice, but there's nothing there.
They said it's
It's what?
Charlie.
The chunky nature of it.
They
Or what
said
is it?
the role really plays in food is like a punctuation.
yeah.
Doc,
Come on.
you see, you mentioned cow feet and all
We
of
should
that.
change the
You
slide
were
below
saying
that to
how
Wale. All about Wale.
you were saying how you would I mean, speaking of air, how you would let somebody who wants to lose weight and can't cut down on their proteins rather eat, that. So can you take us through what the mechanisms behind
So-
eating cow feet
Okay.
instead of actual meat, and then how it causes weight loss?
All right. So, we shifted from junk food. We are going to diet. How people can
Can I-
diet.
Before we
You want
speak
to ask
about
question?
the diet, I want to ask if it's doomed with regards to the fact that there's economic factors, there's geographic factors, there's where you are, there's what you can afford, there's what is available. So sometimes even before we get to the diet,
The money aspect of it. The
yes,
financial
what are
aspect.
the basics that wherever I am, let's say Ghana,
Okay.
wherever I am, are there any things that are universal that I need to make sure are part of my diet or I should use as alternatives? For example, I learned about sugar and I stopped, and I've been for a while now, like almost 2 years. I've been using only honey, even that in very
Microdoses.
small amounts, right? So honey is accessible everywhere.
Okay.
So no matter where you are, economic days, blah blah blah, access and everything, honey, dear, you should ubenya. Apart from the ones who are melting rubber and selling in town,
Yeah.
honey. So that's like a universal problem.
That's one
solver.
for your sugar.
So I want to know if there are things like that no matter your economic whatever, you can contumbre, for example.
Yeah. Okay. So let's do breakfast. Let's do breakfast. Let's do breakfast.
But we'll
Breakfast.
just come back to the side effects of the.
So I'll take it from there, then I'll go to the side effects. So let's do breakfast in Ghana. Breakfast in Ghana, our traditional breakfast is Hausa cocoa. The porridges.
Okay.
So we are doing Hausa cocoa, Tom Brown, Ekweg
Yeah.
Oats. What else? What else do we have?
Yeah,
Rice water.
around this.
Rice water. Yeah. So
Now
basically, everything you've called here, fiber.
Only tea or
Tea, very good.
Does it depend on how you
Maybe
make your tea?
the melodian and as a
No, I'm talking about the real tea.
which one is
Tea
the real
bag.
tea?
Tea bag.
okay.
Tea bag.
Without anything.
Yeah, without anything. Tea bag with
Without
your honey.
sugar, without- okay.
Tea bag with your honey, and
Or
then a squeeze
plain.
of lime.
Or plain.
Or plain.
Yeah.
I like it. If I tell people, if you want that flavor, squeeze a bit of orange in there, a bit of lemon in there. You can
Hey,
slice.
okay.
You can slice watermelon and put in there.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what do you
Because-
make of flavored tea bags then?
I don't know how they did it. I
You
don't know
know,
what the
I feel
flavor
like-
is
I
from.
feel
I
like
feel it's just
it's
essence.
artificial.
Always
Just essence.
buy Keta bar.
It's just essence. So let's say if you use our traditional breakfast, you are good. If you use our traditional breakfast, you are good. You are okay.
Your constant
You are
porridge.
constant. Yeah, constant porridge. Your
Okay.
kose.
Yeah.
Your kose is good. But
Kose,
the problem with
kose.
the kose right now too is that the oil is being reused, so it's not really getting
The oil
healthy as
fried
it's
yam
supposed to be,
yesterday.
right? So that's covered. Then let's go to lunch or brunch. We have what kinky, gobe, beans and plantain.
What about banku and
Banku is good. Banku and okro fibers.
I'm thinking about
You're
that.
talking okro. Your okro is fiber. It's right there, fiber, and most of them comes with fish. So if you're eating the fish, crabs contain your calcium because it's seafood. Your ions are in there. So your wele will give you nothing. So that's out.
Oh, but this relay phenomenon there.
Yeah.
The government is.
I like it because I
Especially
like
the
it
soft
in
one.
there. I like it in there because it will come to what she was talking about. I like it in there because it serves the purpose of making you full. So if it's going to make you full and then it's not going to cause any problems,
The
I'm all
government
for
needs to
it.
do something about Wale.
Oh no,
they
can't.
need to put
We
something
like it.
in Wale.
We like it. If you take Wale out, there'll be trouble.
No, I'm not saying take it out. They need to put some vitamins into it. Something.
FDA should come.
FDA has to do something about it.
They need to tell us
How
the
can
truth.
Wale not have anything? So it's just leather.
Yeah,
I say it's a
it's like your
punctuation,
shoe.
bro.
It's a
You might as
punctuation.
well
It's a-
boil
He
your
said they didn't
boil
tell
your
us
belt.
the truth.
Chop, you chop egg, then you pan tweet them. Chop, you plantain,
but
you pan tweet
see,
them.
No,
Don't
so
say
what?
they
Wale
tell us
is
the
from
truth,
where?
From
From
time,
where?
Oh, the
people have
skin.
said Wale
The
is
skin
not.
of-
Yeah, I
Skin
wasn't
of
paying
cows
attention
and
in
sheep
class.
and
And there's
goats.
nothing
Yeah,
inside.
There's nothing there.
I wasn't paying attention in class.
Even the way
so I
we
don't know.
treat it, the
didn't
burning
like
nature of it burns everything else out of it.
There's
Because
more hope of nutrients. Yeah,
Very
You see
sad.
that, you know when you buy a pair of new shoes and the size is a bit bigger than your feet, you put either tissue or paper in there so that it would fit. Yeah, that's what Wale does.
It's the filler.
Yeah, it's a filler. When you
Ah.
eat, so when
It's
you
like
either
a
watch
bridge.
it,
Just-
when you either watch it and maybe your money no reach.
And we import how many
Meat level, right? If you can't reach that, you know that now the price of
we
meat
import
alone
how
will make
many?
you buy Wale.
Yeah,
Because
because-
most people are doing
I
Wale
know
egg.
Wale.
Because
Like
you
you
see,
sell Wale for 5 cedis.
It's not be
now.
everybody will
Because
go
the
fear
price
for
of
right now.
meat, so.
Right now, if you want to buy meat from Hajia, it's from 8 cities and above. You
Yeah.
get me? If you want to buy fish is like what?
10 cities and above.
10 cities and above. Some small fish. 10 cities. Maybe I shit. You get me? Wale is like for the people. You get me? Wale has
Wale
the
egg.
test of time.
That's it. Three
You get me?
cities there. 4 cities. Yeah,
You get me?
Yeah,
You
yeah, in there.
understand? So it's just acting as though it's a prototype. It's not real.
So now there's so many. I mean, just bringing it. So many.
It's affecting.
Trade and Industry Minister designate KT Hammond has disclosed that the country loses more than 164,570,000 a year to the importation of animal products such as cowhide, aka wele, guts and bladders, and stomach, aka known as intestine.
Yeah,
so we are
towel,
importing
Tribe.
intestine.
Towel.
For grandma call
It's called tribe.
Towel and co are costing us $165 million a year.
Huh?
The demand alone.
Yeah, this was
Look at
last
this.
year.
Adding, see, we're importing wele $165 million with zero nutrients. Do you know how happy the wele seller is? That we are buying air.
Yeah,
So I think- I think
When they
it's-
sell the meat to the
I think
people,
it's a
it sells.
sensation, isn't it?
There is no.
It's a
society-
sensation,
uniform-
Wele.
No,
But
no.
Wale
Wale
has
has
a sensation.
Wale has brilliant PR.
Very.
Yeah.
Listen,
Very.
Yeah.
y'all need to teach it in class, man. Wale's PR
So
was fantastic.
okay, so
No
this is
advertisement
very
too.
interesting.
Yeah.
Trust me.
This is very
Like, you know, they
interesting.
give any like some artists.
So we
Oh, wow.
What?
we've reached a point.
You say?
I mean, for economic, a lot of people have opened fast food joints selling fried rice and jollof. I mean, if you jump on these apps that order food, all of them have nicely garnished their apps with lovely photos, and there's chicken woman and
Zero reasons, huh?
pizza girl and so many fast food joints across the country. Yeah, coming to my name, across the country that
teacher.
have sprung up, and clearly it's because of the increase in demand.
But not to cut it short, is it cheap?
Well, yeah, cereal.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
I think the rise of fast food and all this unhealthy living when it comes to food is directly related to the breakdown of the structure of the Ghanaian household. Because
Break it
all
down.
the things we were speaking about that we used to eat and the good foods and blah, blah, you got them at home. There was a structure. There was time to cook. There was time to go to the market. Everybody was involved in the preparation of the food somehow. Even if you were not making the food, you were cleaning up. There
Or
was
you
a
were
family
fanning.
unit.
You're fanning the
or
fire.
you were fanning, or you were going to bring extra charcoal, something. But the moment that unit has been degrading, and now everything is town home, and we are cutting all the trees, it is reflecting also in how we are living. We are not living as those units anymore like we used to do in the 90s, where it's Sunday and everybody knows that after church, everybody in the church is going to pound fufu.
Yeah.
It's like everybody knows that the 6,000 people in this church are all going home to pound fufu. And it was a norm. Now it's all over. It's about Sunday. Let's go and sit somewhere. Let's go and do Chinese. Let's go and do this. So the family unit led the healthy food lifestyle. And now
The same family unit is also leading the
Fair.
breakaway.
Fair. Let's look at what these things are doing to us.
Ooh, where do we start from?
cancer.
Man, top on the list, what? Death?
Death.
So let's do hypertension. Sodium, the salt to clog your vessels. The salt in your blood just makes gives you high blood pressure. If I give you salt right now and I check your BP to be higher.
Wow.
Yeah. And salt also, the problem with salt is it's going to also, not only just that, it's going to actually let you draw water from your cells. So it's making you dehydrated on top of it. So it's causing your cells to break down. Junk food, acne is part of it. The reason increase in acne these days is all the junk food. Obesity, weight gain. When do we even stop?
This is quite alarming.
Junk food? Oh, junk food. Like,
it's quite alarming.
and it's so nice.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't stop. And you can't stop. Because right now somebody comes visit you, the first thing my parent says, oh, I'm hungry. Let's order something. It used to be, I'm hungry. Let's put 2 or 3 together. Let's go outside and get something from a vendor outside and put 2 or 3 things together. Those times I'm guamo, so for lack of a better word, what is it called? Braised rice?
Braised rice, yeah.
Yeah. Oil rice, braised rice, polished rice, whatever it is. It used to be the solution to guys. We come and we can't get anything to eat. Oil rice. Let's grind pepper. Let's open a tin of sardine, fry egg, or boil egg. It was solved. Now,
Let's order. Mm-hmm.
And it comes, and when you're eating it, the oil, you can, and it makes you uncomfortable. Junk food never makes you happy. It gives you low sex drive. It gives you headaches. It makes you not sleep. Your bowel movement is lowered. How many people ate junk food and actually went to the washroom this morning? If your viewers are listening, they will tell you. You struggle. Because whatever is supposed to make food pass through your system is not there. It's lacking. So you have people coming with piles. Come, doctor, constipation. I'm not going for 1 month, 2 weeks. I've not gone. Some people at the interval of going to the washroom is about 3-4 days.
Oish,
Monday, Friday, next Tuesday.
that's serious.
Wow.
Yeah. And they think it's okay.
Wow.
Those
And you visit most of these fast food joints, you find a lot of young people. Yes, who are there.
So you ask yourself, can these people cook?
No.
Can you actually? What's the best chef? The
Jay,
best chef.
some can cook it, they don't have the time.
Time.
to.
Yeah.
I
Some
was gonna ask
right now
that.
the best chef right now. Let's say the food that you can cook. I mentioned braised rice. It used to be the simplest food. Like you put it together.
In Anwamo.
Angwamo, yeah.
Right.
You can just put it on
You
fire
say
quickly.
Anwamo over here.
Angwamo, yeah. Angwamo over here. Okay. So and you grind pepper and you put the stew on fire and then you are done.
Yeah.
Quick.
Yeah, cooking is no longer
Now,
a
right now,
necessity. It's something
Indomie
for
is the one.
Yeah.
You boil it, chop of it, whatever it is.
You're good.
You're good. And the sodium is so high.
Okay, let's talk about not necessarily please on Indomie. Let's talk about this new phenomenon of the
Noodles.
phenomenon of noodles.
Noodles, yes.
which
Noodles.
has
Noodles.
now become like the go-to
It's called laptop now.
laptop.
Yeah, when we did a survey in some of the regions with high HIV cases, it came up that was how they were getting the ladies. The
Wow.
pregnancy cases. So it's a
Oh.
laptop, the pack.
How do I get in what?
The
The
ladies.
ladies.
How they're getting the ladies.
Right. So you need noodles.
You need noodles. So noodles in a pack. You know,
And
the
then the
laptop
girl will
form.
give
You
it
you
to
open a
you.
laptop and she'll give it to you. Like,
well,
You said
know this
do
thing-
you have the report to the survey?
Charlie.
I would love to see the percentage.
Women
but
and
that's,
food,
but that's
what is
very
it?
interesting. You know,
so HIV cases and teenage pregnancies went
what
up
is
in
it?
some
No,
But
places.
noodles.
no, to be fair,
Noodles.
you see,
Do you know
see-
hotspot?
listen,
Anybody who went to
listen,
Legon?
guys,
No
it's a
hotspot.
very serious observation because you see,
Let's
we've
touch
seen
on that, yeah.
we've seen skits
Yeah.
about people, or we've seen skits about this particular noodle sex correlation, and we think it's funny. Like we see people talk about it. Oh,
They're real numbers.
But
noodles,
it
man,
is funny,
but
bro.
But no, but I know it's funny, but it's sad.
Why is it
No,
sad?
it's actually real, though.
No, it's sad,
Why is it sad?
bro. That is poverty.
No, it's shocking. It's
sad.
surprising. I don't
Bro.
think it's sad.
That somebody can use food.
No, it's not just food.
Not for all foods, or for all foods.
Noodles.
Noodles,
yes.
bro, noodles.
Of all the foods that you can
Bro,
actually.
why is it sad? Are we going to deny the fact that offering food or a food experience is part of the initial courting process between man and woman?
No, it's
The fact that it's
we are
Indomie
not-
and somebody is going to a 5-star hotel, I don't see it as
No,
sad.
we are not denying that. I'm
Boss,
saying
the
that
chopper
it's
and the
only
choppy can
bro,
both afford Indomie. If the chopper could afford hotel, you would have looked for a different kind of girl
Bro,
and taken her somewhere else for a different kind of food.
So it's the levels for you.
I'm not
Olele,
going after those who can go
that's
to
what
a
I'm
hotel.
saying.
I'm
That, bro,
saying
don't,
that
I'm saying
they-
that
they-
don't use when you use the word sad.
But
right?
it's sad.
No.
Even if they take you to the hotel and they chop you because of food, it is
Indomie.
sad.
Olele,
What are you talking about? It is sad.
Olele, everybody
They are
has
buying
it.
you
No, but
food.
I think I
They're
understand
buying
what
you
Cyril
food in
says.
exchange of
It's not
this
sad.
food. It's sad.
Wait,
Olele.
hold on.
They are placed value
You
on
need
your
to
food.
bridge this.
Yeah,
You
all the
place value on
time.
your
That's
food.
actually
All
saying the
the
same thing. They
time.
told us saying the same
Yeah,
thing.
first date ideas
It's
are
food.
That's what. That's
And
what
And I'm
we
asking
always
Lenny
say.
that
And it could be
The
it could
only
be noodles.
difference-
It could be
Yes,
noodles.
the only difference now is
The chopper and the
level
choppy, their
or
economic
where they
level
are
is-
going to,
is
'cause
noodles.
the level is
So our women
different.
are hungry.
A rich chopper.
That is the
will
question
go
I'm asking
to a
Lenny
house
that-
Okay,
or-
Yes.
hold on. Let me get it. You guys are making me lost.
boss,
Our women
he's
are
saying that they were
hungry.
investigating.
Okay,
Noodles.
so
this is similar to
let me give you
Nana.
you what he's
No,
saying.
the women are not hungry.
So we have
Everybody is
have-
hungry.
One
I'm
second,
saying.
one second, please. One second.
So there
Everybody
were
is
surveys
hungry,
done
even the
about
women.
what is
went to
causing
check
the
on
high
AIDS.
prevalence rate of teenage pregnancies and HIV in some communities.
And-
They realized that
And noodles was the criminal.
noodles was also part. And then recently we had one that came from Central Region, fish for sex.
Yeah, the small girls. They
Yeah,
go
small
to
girls, they go to
fishermen.
the fishermen
I
and they
read- I
offer
read
them
it.
sex
And
for
you're
fish.
telling me this is not as a result of poverty.
Olele, the women
And this is
going.
a
No,
lot
no,
of
no, no,
poverty.
no,
This is
no.
a
All
The
right,
two-
hold on,
no,
hold
no,
on.
no,
Wait, I
no.
beg you.
So,
please,
let me land.
Yeah, wait,
Let me land.
Let Doc
I beg-
finish. I beg
let
you,
me land.
Doc
Yeah,
finish,
you
please.
let
So
me finish.
so then Cyril came in. Cyril is saying in
Well, Cyril
courting
say.
process, we usually offer food. Food is part of the whole part of
Usually
romance
step
and all that.
one.
Yes, step one, as she put it.
First
Your
date.
first date, take a person out to a nice date. And what you can afford is what you offer. If you can afford a 5-star restaurant, you take the person there. If you can afford the Indomie joined by you, or sorry, the noodles joined by you, you go there. If you can afford Kelewele, you go there. Okay. Now, from what Ole is saying, he's saying it's sad because it feels being
Predatory.
yes, offering food in that manner to get sexual favor or whatever it is, and then in teenagers and all that, it feels is wrong, and then poverty is causing that.
Because
So now,
No.
so that's what
Yeah,
that's where
Olele,
that's
I
where
want him to land and then you.
yeah,
I
so
beg you,
that's where the
Rafa,
school of thought.
Okay.
There's two schools of thought.
Okay.
He feels it shouldn't be sad because food already is being used already in that process. So yeah, and he's also saying it's sad in the sense that food should be.
The fish one is sad, I
Okay.
agree, but they're
Olele,
totally
so,
different.
So, please, please wait.
No,
So, Olele,
let me explain. If you let me explain, you understand.
Oh, no, don't worry. Cyril, I'll give you a lot of time. I beg you. By the way, there's a show coming that will not need me. So the two of them. You won't hear anything from the beginning of the show to the end. You won't hear anything. So okay, so Ole, what are you saying with regards to this?
I'm saying that
yes,
it exposes the abject poverty in these areas where people cannot afford to buy noodles. People can't afford to buy. Listen, they are not engaging themselves in these situations or activities because they are looking for a job.
Purchase.
Okay, not to say that sex for jobs is something that I endorse. No, I'm just saying that
that'll be your political campaign. Sex for jobs.
You know, the least provision, which is food. What's the wage?
The pyramid of this one.
No, what do you
minimum
call
wage?
The minimum wage.
It's under $1, so
it's under $1, which is like what?
Give or
11 or
take
12
10 cities.
This guy's not saying
You
it.
get what I'm saying? So when I say it's sad, that's what I mean. Like, these are real situations happening in areas that need. I did a same cry. You get me? And that's what I mean. You know, whether it is fish, it is noodles. You took the person to the hotel. What I don't care. If you are going to exchange your something for food, man.
Okay, all right. Yeah, so Ole speaks on
really
poverty, and Cyril speaks on what?
I would like to apologize to the listeners for the nya that this guy has said for the last 5 minutes.
No, but that's his opinion.
The nonsense this guy has said is funny. Hey, please listen to sense. Me and you today, you take my Bensky, you go do your show, you introduce it, you steal my car. You steal my car. God has answered his prayer. God has answered my prayer. God do it, man. You go see God today. You wait. I am saying that the reason why the girls on the coastal areas...
What makes yours right before you even speak?
That's why I'm breaking it down.
Okay.
When I'm done, you'll see that, oh, yes. The conclusion of everybody here will be, oh, yes.
I mean, the thing is, I understand both of you.
Okay,
yeah,
all right.
Okay.
Let's
in Solomon, you want to share the baby? Allah, the coastal areas.
Yes.
The fishermen are complaining about fuel prices, outbound motor, all these things. So when they go and come, the fish is no longer affordable to the people in the environment. They are looking for coastal people to buy it at high price, bring it for Lenny to fry her fish. You understand? So those people there have been economically marginalized and now have to trade something more than the money they have to access the same fish they used to. That is an economic problem. That is sad.
Okay.
Right? But we all went to university. A girl who has food in her room, who has been eating for 99% of the semester without problem, who is not short of money, who is not short of food. When a guy approaches, is food not part of the cutting process still?
That's what I'm saying.
But
there
was
So yes or no, right? Yes, no.
I agreed with that. And
yes
I
or
said,
no?
There can be that.
What
but
I'm saying that
that's
that's
No. Hold on.
Charlie, this for the thing. Listen. The scenario he made about Indomie. About noodles.
The power of the brand.
About
laptop.
About laptop, right? It's totally a different scenario from the people in the village, right? Who are in abject poverty. And I'm saying that the laptop people, some of them are in hostels, are in school, are in nursing training. There are people who have food to eat. Right, but because Jay Foley is asking, what's your number? Can I come and pick you up sometime? Blah, blah, blah. Now, food becomes a rite of passage. Food becomes a toll that you have to pay, right? And Kweku Mensah is also not trying to spend all his money on, pork ribs and something. So let's grab the closest thing, which is noodles. That is not sad. That is transactional. So saying that this.
So I store the girl. Let me store my.
The girl was not hungry and famished when you met her. It's not your one plate of noodles. So you are saying that
the girl is saying that let me store what I have and you come and spend.
Because it's not the one plate of noodles that's going to nourish her, save her life, and she was not starving before Olele said I like you. That's totally different from the girl whose mother, father, and sisters don't have.
So what do you think I was addressing?
When you said it is sad, bro. For the laptop scenario, and I said it is not sad.
In what area? In the remote areas. That's what I mean. These are girls who should get access to opportunities.
They were not hungry, my brother.
What are you saying?
Come on, they were noodles.
Bro, the people you spoke
Remote
to.
areas.
Okay.
The remote areas.
No,
Doc,
They were not working.
I
Doc,
mean,
Doc,
what-
Doc,
what-
Doc,
what-
So, you know, I even
Yes.
think that
This
even
stat
in
is
the
for-
city, there are people who are living under with serious poverty.
yes.
Yeah,
that
I mean, that's a sad situation.
And that's the same thing with the
huge
ladies.
economical
So,
situation.
for
That's why we said they are saying the same
For-
thing.
Yeah.
No, what he's saying,
So-
Jay,
No, the reason I'm saying the same thing. The reason I'm saying the same
what
thing
he's
is that
saying
yours is relation to
I am
poverty.
not going
Come
to
on,
act
come
like.
on, the noodles.
But Jay, the thing they all forgot to say when I said it, I said
noodles.
I said
Hold on.
You are not
But
serious.
if
They are
you've
not hungry,
seen-
sister.
Wait, if you've seen a certain level of
Charlie,
abject
it's really
poverty,
stressing.
if you've seen a certain level of hunger, noodles will be the leeway for you.
Gary
because
cry,
then-
Gary. I want
Exactly.
Gary cry,
Like
Are we
everything-
ignoring the fact?
everything
Okay,
will be
Are we
the leeway
ignoring the
for you
fact
if
that
you've seen
are we
a level
ignoring
of
the fact that
poverty.
things like fried rice, fried chicken, grilled chicken,
Anything
pizza,
food,
relax,
cereal.
all these the top 5 junk foods that are trendy. Are we ignoring the fact that they have some social currency that maybe he bought me rice and grilled it's
Yeah.
some way
Yeah.
compared to if the guy was thinking if you met Doc and Doc was chasing you and Doc said he wants to give you a healthy meal
Because
and he
you
brought you
live in the
contombre and Doc brought you see we are laughing
Because-
and Doc listen
If I'm laughing, that's what I
let
agree
me
with
give you
you.
let me give you a scenario. Doc has met Lenny right and Doc
I
wants
know what you
take-
want to say.
and Doc
I'm
says
just-
oh okay it's food you want right here is boiled yam right in the peel with
No, hold on.
contombre and
No.
Kobe and everything wonderful.
Let me
I'll
answer
take
you.
that
That girl go put for TikTok.
Yeah, so hold on. No,
Yeah,
no, no, no,
laugh me
no.
down.
No, laugh yourself. Ah, you know why you
Yes,
deny?
but if Doc,
Let you best start laughing.
Hold on.
Okay, I'm not gonna talk again.
I was
I'll
no
take
problem.
it. I don't
But
think
if
there's
Doc-
a
You are
choice.
different. You are
No, no,
see you
Cyril,
eat
Cyril.
everything. You eat me.
I was siding with you. I was siding with you until this point. If
Let
Doc
me-
carry that girl, go look at it.
Bro.
Or Asanka or some place to go
that
chop.
bro, you know they
It's
hear me.
also-
You know they hear me, bro.
But let me
I'm
ask
saying
question
that for
time.
the price of that noodles,
Yes.
that 20 series or 25 series or that noodles,
Doc, talking-
Doc could have given the girl a healthier alternative.
No,
But is that
the
healthier
whole-
alternative
so
as
the
trendy
whole
as
doc,
the noodles?
The whole Doc around now give me healthy meals. Did they make it? Oh no, I don't want to eat healthy meals. Doc, Doc, let me ask you this question. This question came in about
Yeah,
noodles.
I need-
Some two
yeah,
are
allow
asking
me to
about the
learn.
ones that are being sold by the
They are still
roadside.
in
The noodles
Yeah,
by the
right,
roadside,
right.
as to the ones that the spaghetti that you buy, you know, and you get in the restaurants and all, with regards to their health benefits.
Okay, so let's deal with the one outside.
Yeah, the noodles outside.
The noodles outside. My problem with them is the oils and the fats and the salt. It's too much. It's too much. When you're doing yourself, you have your own way of preparing it to your own taste.
Right.
Yes. What we are doing right now is we are talking about trends. So hypertension is on the rise,
Yeah,
obesity is
it's
on the rise.
crazy.
So things that will keep that is what we are looking at. Now my issue with Indomie, let me tell you a story.
With
When I-
noodles.
Yeah, with noodles. Sorry, with noodles. When I was in China scholarship, like medical school, I had people from certain countries. Asia, they do noodles.
Yes.
That's where it came
In
from.
fact, yes.
But I realized that certain brands that what we eat here, that were made in their countries per se, they themselves don't eat it.
Oh.
You don't eat the noodles?
They don't eat it.
You don't eat that grade
That great.
because it's low and they are aware that it's beans.
Noodles takes about 5 days to digest in your system.
5 days.
Yes.
Is it every
Which-
noodle?
which type of
Because-
cow
Let
am
me,
I?
let me, because not because it's a
breed
bad
of
food.
cow am I?
ruminate. God.
Which type of cow am
It's
I?
not because
Now
of
eat
anything.
something on Monday
It's
and
not
as
because-
on Saturday. My body is still negotiating.
So you realize that junk food is causing a lot of
Goodness,
bloatness.
cereal.
It's causing a lot of bloat. People are saying they are getting bloated for eating
Bloated.
some of these things. It's because it's staying. Because there's no fiber as part of it to channel it through, it's staying where it is.
Doc, is there a difference between noodles and instant noodles?
Yes, there's a
I need
difference.
to know.
There's a difference.
And I think that we should explain
Explain,
that
yeah.
as
So-
well because
so-
there's a confusion for
Yeah,
me
so
when it comes to
so
that.
there's even a difference between spaghetti, macaroni, instant
And talia.
noodles, and noodles.
Noodles. Okay.
Okay, so
Talia is
macaroni is the short
Yeah.
version with the curly
The curly,
waves
yeah,
and designs and all that.
yeah.
Spaghetti is the long stranded
Yeah,
ones
yeah.
that
The
the Italians
talia.
brought to us.
Talia,
The talia we
yeah.
call
Yeah.
talia. Now, okay. Now, have you realized that those two things takes a bit of time for them to cook
Yeah.
and to get it really soft,
Yeah, noticed.
right?
10-15-ish.
Yeah.
And for some reason, when you eat it, within about an hour or two, you feel hungry again.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's the two aside.
Yeah,
Those are really healthy. They are good,
yeah.
and I feel you can eat those with
Okay.
vegetables and whatever it is.
That's
That-
macaroni
that's
and
mine.
spaghetti.
That's out of the way. Now, instant noodles was designed for the purpose that I can pour hot water on it, pour the spice in the sachet on it, and then eat it.
Mhm.
It was also serve as a travel aid when we were on trains and we're
Okay.
going long distances. That's what we're eating on the train. Where train can't stop for you to get and go and eat somewhere.
Oh.
That's how
So
it was
it's in a
designed.
cup?
It's in a cup. That's what they come
So
in
you go
cup
to a
from.
dispenser, pull the hot water,
So
cover
you know
it
how
for
the
5
cover
minutes.
works? Some come with spoon. I don't know what the
Yeah.
ones here. They come with a spoon, a fork,
the
then you can
spice.
fold. So the trick was you peel it off, you pour hot water in it, and then when you close it, you use the fork to plug it. Hold the tip and the edge
and
together,
pull it out.
and you wait for the heat to get in there, for it to get soft, and you eat it. All right. Now, the other noodles you are talking about, we actually supposed to boil it in the form of the way we eat spaghetti. Now, the additives in some of these products make it difficult for our body to digest it.
In the instant noodles.
The instant noodles. Your
Okay.
body can't give. It's starchy, it's strandy. Your body doesn't know what to do. So it takes whatever carbohydrate little that is in there, and because it's been stored for so long and preserved for so long, most of everything is gone.
But some people boil instant noodles. I think that we like the fine line is blurry.
No,
right?
the
Between
instant
and
instant noodles is how it's made and manufacturing.
Okay.
How it's made
from the
From the
manufacturer.
manufacturer. It's not from you.
Okay, it's not from us.
You don't have a problem.
We are just
So regardless of how we decide,
because
How you decide to do it? You're not getting
I
anything.
boil
It's like
mine.
really. It's like when you put your
Yeah,
close to you put it
it's-
in
I
light
boil
soup,
ours
you're
in the
still not
water
going to get
I
anything.
right.
right,
So you're not going to get
You
anything.
wanna sell from maybe
Hey, maybe a free band.
right,
and yet-
right. Okay.
So we shouldn't even be importing.
You shouldn't even
those
be
things.
allowing it into our system, in our space. Because you don't have control over it. It's a pack. It comes in a pack. You don't have control. How much control do you have about it?
Where people they chop
Spaghetti,
that
you have so much control.
11 p.m.
You can,
12
some want it
a.m.
harder. Spaghetti, you have so much control over it. You can eat it to whatever it is. And for some weird reason, if you use noodles and you don't add the spice that come with it, it tastes weird.
Yeah.
No, okay,
Is-
okay, our
So
time is
the
up.
spice is there to
is that like
deceive your
is that like
palate.
some form of a scientific,
Guys, we have to wrap up.
data backing
I'll send it to you.
that?
I'll send there's a research on it.
I mean, even beyond that, I'm asking like, often these meals are consumed late in the night. I mean, is darkness part of the ingredients or something? Because like, to be very
Yeah,
honest,
real
junk
quickly,
foods,
our time is up,
junk
so-
foods are not enjoyed during the
The
day.
day, for some reason, we
For
eat
some
it late.
reason, even kelewele, my favorite. You don't.
Yeah.
You need to
Late.
eat it from a dark
That's
place.
give John this.
Kelewele, I'm yet to find
Tiny
out.
said it in a song. It's
Jesus.
been trending.
I'm yet to find- but I'm just asking. I want to find out what's going on in the system. What's going on in the digestive system that makes it so
Only the time is up,
nice and exciting to eat junk food late in the night.
Yes, psychologically, your body has been built such a way to like these things. Naturally, sugars, salts. Your
Right.
body, the brain works in that way. The tastier it is, that I want more. I want more of it.
Right.
Right. So you need to put a control your edges.
Right.
You don't go about. I don't mind you eating junk food. Let's be honest. Let me say this here. I don't mind you eating junk food once in a while, a week. That's okay. And you don't exercise. Your lifestyle should determine what you are eating. If you're a sedentary lifestyle, you sit at one place for so long, you don't exercise. Your heart is not. So if you tell half of the country right now to climb a stairs, 2 flights of stairs, we'll need ambulances. And these guys look healthy.
Dog, on that note, they say eat
Don't with the
bearded-
table. Don't break the table.
eat bearded meat. You know bearded meat cereal?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
bearded
What's
bearded
bearded
meat?
meat?
Nice
You know-
flavor.
Eh?
What's bearded
Oh,
meat?
bearded meat. Like maybe when you buy cow and it has hair,
Hair on it. If they've not shaved the willy well,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it has bearded meat. On
you've
that
never
note,
seen it.
on that note, Doc, we'll have to bring this conversation to a close. Eat bearded meat. That one, you know,
Calories, zero.
Yeah, eat healthy.
Zero calories.
protein zero,
Yeah, zero,
everything is
everything
zero.
Yeah, so this week we are
Then
doing
it's really-
this week we are doing
Pro
water,
max.
vegetables and fruits. This week we are doing water,
Who is
vegetables
we,
and
you know?
fruits.
Doc, thank you for
Yeah.
that.
Water,
I
vegetables,
love
and
Water,
that.
we are not
Thank
doing
you
any
for-
soft drinks. We're not doing any alcohol. We're not doing
no,
anything.
those things they have.
Yes.
Water, vegetables, sweet, this one, and fruits.
Okay,
Dog,
I can
what
do
time I
the
get
fruits.
vegetables and fruits.
I can
Let
do
that
the
be
fruits and
your.
water.
We'll promote this every
when I-
morning on the
when
show.
I heard that the thing-
Thank you. Yeah.
Food affects your sex life.
Yeah, affects your
I
sex
changed
life.
my diet.
Yeah.
Junk food makes you a low libido.
No,
if
no,
you
no.
eat fruits, you doing
I'll
watermelon.
crave everything.
You doing watermelon is a
What sort
good,
of human
it's
being
a
is
good.
Hey.
I'm giving people an example.
Okay,
You stopping
okay.
the drugs and things for sex.
Yeah.
Take watermelon, blend it, add a bit of milk or yogurt.
What-
And coconut,
Oh,
I heard.
Oh,
No, no,
Watermelon
no more
and
questions.
What
guys.
about
Please,
Michigaro?
please, we have to go now. Our time is up. We have to go.
Michingo.
So, Doc, I like this campaign you just started with us. Water,
Vegetables and our
vegetables
fruits.
and fruits.
Yes.
So please, on that note, let that be. Everyone will remind you on this as well. And please, apologies to the brands
WBF.
whose names were mentioned. I'm sure it's all your brands are so powerful
But
and
it's
so
their
strong
fault,
that
yeah.
it comes.
Every toothpaste is.
It just comes up in mind. But apologies on that. I have to put that on record as well. But thank you so much for being here with us this morning, and we've learned a thing or two. We're back here same time next week on Tuesday again. We'll get another conversation. Now we are going to talk about porn addiction. Yes, but in the meantime, enjoy the rest of the day. Have an amazing day. Don't forget, we'll be at location at garage sorry, at Mad Club on the 1st of March. Bye bye. I'm going. Bye bye. Bye bye.